And going from Sylvester, you've recently been, and I've got to ask, you've recently been hanging around in the studio with Christopher Eccleston. I'm right with that, aren't I?
Yes, that's right.
And I'm not going to push you on story things or anything you might have heard because it's so tempting and I've got goosebumps even thinking about what I could push you to answer. But all I will answer is you've already said you're a Doctor Who fan, and I know a few fans would probably give an awful lot to be hanging around in that
Yes.
studio. There must be a huge sense of privilege and excitement when you're sat there and you can you hear him when he's doing his lines, or
Yes,
can you just
I
see him
heard
from a different room?
I heard the recording, and it was incredibly exciting. Probably the most exciting day I've had for that reason, because when you meet Sylvester McCoy, you know a lot of fans have people like him and Paul,
Mm,
but not many fans have met Chris. So
yeah,
it was very exciting because of that, and it was also the most. I was also the most nervous before that day as well, because he hasn't played the role for 16 years, and in that time, there's been a lot of rumor as to why that might be, and not all
mm,
of them make him look good. So there was a worry, like
yeah,
maybe he's not. It would be quite scary to meet in person. So he was actually so friendly, and that that's probably what surprised me the most. Um,
yeah.
because I was started shooting the B-roll and shots before I had a chance to meet him because he was already in the recording thing. So the first thing I said to him was, "Sorry, do you mind if I'm filming this?" Because I was shooting him through the glass, so he couldn't object at the time. And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, absolutely, please go ahead." And he was overwhelmingly friendly. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I recently read his interview with the Doctor Who magazine talking about returning to Big Finish, and he generally just seemed like, because I think he has an image, or people have an image of him that he's this tough northern guy, no bullshit sort of, I'll do what I want sort of thing. But from reading interviews, and if you actually read the stuff he says rather than secondhand report and
Hmm.
talk to yourself, he just generally just seemed like a lovely guy, and he has time in the world for everything, and he's just very dedicated to his work.
Yeah, that's him. So friendly. I mean, the tough edge. You can definitely tell it's there. The Ninth Doctor is there
Mm.
within him. Um, but yes, so nice to be with. I couldn't believe it.
So when do you think people will be able to see that footage that you filmed?
Um, whenever I do a video, it usually coincides with the release of the series. So
Mm,
uh, his the Ravagers one is coming out in May, I think. So that is when that video will
yeah.
be out. I'm not sure if it's coming out on the
Oh,
day
cool.
of release or if it's going to be a few days before, but it will be alongside the first volume.
Yeah. And is that B-roll plus interview stuff that you get to shoot as well?
Um, for that video, it will just be the the Chris talking all the way through. I think
Okay.
there was some people shot which might be used for something else, perhaps. But
Oh, I won't.
yeah, but
Don't do it, Joe. I just got so many questions now. I'll ask.